Gnothi Seuton, love, peace, blessing, all manner of abundance and prosperity, happiness, love unto you and your family. And was listening to some really, really interesting information and just another way of explaining the ego. And so just a really, really interesting subject. And of course, there's a few different meanings or understandings of the ego and how it works. And I think probably one of the most interesting definitions of the ego that I heard years ago was by Anne Sermons Gillis, very, very gifted, wonderful teacher. And she was saying that the ego says to you, oh, you're just a worthless worm, and look at your life and look at everything you did. You don't even deserve to live. You might as well, just take your own life. And so you climb up, or you go to the top of a building, and you jump. And after you jump, the ego goes, now look at what you did. Now you did it. And so with the ego, and this type of understanding of it is like in Kabbalah they say it's your own opponent, your own enemy, your own worst enemy. And really, really interesting. In the Vedic traditions, they have the teaching and the understanding of Maya, the illusion. And there's a saying that true yoga is to remove the modifications that have been made to the mind. And this understanding of the ego is just the active part. It's the thoughts that we keep on thinking that don't support us. It's worries, it's fears, it's doubts, it's unbelief. It's thinking of everything that could go wrong as opposed to thinking of everything that could go right. And so when we talk about dealing with the ego, many, many different ways to handle that, and to recognize, start questioning your thoughts. Again, this is another powerful benefit of recognizing energy and understanding that we are energy beings. We are energy vibrations. We are vibrational beings, and bringing that all together with the ability to be able to look at what is influencing us on a regular basis, daily basis, from day to day. And again, Gnothi Seuton, know yourself. It's just amazing how accurate that saying is, and how well it can really, really just change our lives. But when it comes to the ego, a good place to start is as the watcher, as the watcher, and start watching your thoughts. Because if you are watching your thoughts, then you recognize, hey, wait a minute, I'm not my thoughts. I am on the outside looking in, or I'm an observer, and to observe your thoughts. And what some people call, the flow of Maya, the illusion, the flow of the mind, the ego thoughts that we keep thinking over and over again. And that when you can interrupt that, flow, that what happens is you start to become more aware of who you truly are. You start to become aware of yourself as the observer, as the watcher, and stop identifying with every single thought that just flows into your mind. And there's lots of other influences. We are vibrational beings. We are transmitters and receivers, and so no one really knows with how much we've increased in information technology, and how much information is just just being broadcast through the invisible airspace around us, and nobody really knows how much that affects us. Some people, when there's a new cell tower put up near them, some people get physically sick. Some people get emotionally sick, and lots of incredible studies have been done in Switzerland, especially with the work of Ibrahim Karim, about being able to, balance these energies. And it's just a really, really amazing work that he's doing. But just knowing and becoming aware and just having a consciousness that all of your thoughts are not your thoughts. All of your feelings are not your feelings. We have so many different influences around us, emotional, technological, and things that we know about, things that we don't know about. We know that there's subliminal programming still at work. There's also different frequencies that make, there's different frequencies that somebody can transmit, and it basically goes right into human consciousness. And they're all supposed to be illegal now. You're not supposed to be able to broadcast in those frequencies anymore. But as far as I know, it isn't anything that's policed. So, how do we know? But again, we don't want to, get, just worried about things that might not even be. But the whole point is that, your thoughts are not necessarily your thoughts, and your feelings are not necessarily your feelings. And so when you can identify as the watcher, being on the outside, and start to observe your beliefs, start to observe your feelings, we know that there are a lot of things that we carry from childhood. But the issue is that our childhood way of, understanding and discernment isn't accurate. So we may have a lot of things that we keep telling ourselves over and over again happened, and chances are they really didn't happen that way. It's just the way that we perceive them with our childlike mind. And so we may be carrying things, we may be carrying, negativity, grief, just a lot of things that are not helping us, and, maybe draining our energy, and they're not even true, or they're not even ours, or, again, it's an outside influence. It's a frequency that's being broadcast, through the air. It's, a horror movie that's, going to a, through somebody's internet or something, again, we don't know. But that's why being able to, identify, what is this energy? Where is it coming from? Is it mine? Is it not? Be able to, look at things as the watcher. Be able to control your energy. That's why breathing is so important. Practicing the 100 breaths. Again, just start counting your breaths, and just count up to 100. And breathe in maybe a little bit deeper than you normally do. Breathe out a little bit more than you usually do, and find the cleansing breath. Find the breathing and the rhythm of breathing that, again, is not controlled by fight or flight. It's not controlled by stress. That's not, controlled by, just any type of stressful mentality or, survival mentality. Find your natural source. Find your natural breathing patterns. And then just repeat it 100 times. And of course, if you're, driving like I am right now, and, maybe you come to a place you're a little bit lightheaded, just, breathe a little bit differently than that. Just change your breathing, maybe catch your breath, and, work with it. And when you do that, and, you start to be more conscious of your energy, you start to be more conscious of your feelings, and you start to be more in tune with who you truly are as a being, as your true authentic self, and not identifying with the influence of the ego, with the self that your life situations have created you, with the self that the things that you've experienced and been through have turned you into, and have the freedom to be your original authentic self. And that type of freedom is just a blessing. And what happens is that when you are more in control of your energy, you're more in control of your breath, when you're more in control of who you are, then you can be more in control of creation of your own future self. You can be more in control of, moving yourself and being in the direction of becoming your authentic self. And of course, our authentic self is powerful. It's who we originally are. It's, who the original package that started the cell division, started the zygote. And it's powerful. It has everything. It has all of the plans. It has all of the purposes. It has all of the pursuits of our authentic self. And it's all still there. It never changes. And nothing ever disqualifies that. You're never disqualified. It's never too late, because our authentic self never ages. It's always the same. It's eternal. It's our spirit. And it's just a blessing to be able to recognize again, maybe all of that pressure, maybe all that anxiety and all of that stress isn't you, isn't yours, doesn't belong to you. And you can begin to identify with a more peaceful, secure, loving self, being in recognizing that we live in an abundant planet. Mother Earth cares for us, loves us all. Our Creator, loving parental influence, loving parental guide, just loving heart towards us, absolutely unconditional unforgiveness. And you're wonderful, beautiful, absolutely loving, fantastic, amazing, just incredible person in absolutely every way. And anything that would oppose that or would try to, convince you that that's not who you are, that's the ego. And you have the right, you have the authority, you have the power, you have the birthright to be free from that influence and be able to be who you truly are. Love, peace, blessing, anointing, all manner of goodness and freedom unto you, freedom from the destructive ego, and the ability to experience your own authentic self. Shalom, love, blessing. Namaste.